We're in Detroit, one of the great American sports cities, for Game 2 as you look at action along the Detroit River. And here at Comerica Park, Mariners looking to win this series. They won last night 9-2 and looking to get win number 2 here on a nice day. A little cloudy, a little humid, probably the most humidity we've experienced so far this season. Dan Wilson, along with me, Dave Sims. Glad you've joined us here. Good pitching matchup, and especially from the Mariner side with Bryce Miller on the mound. Let's take a look at the Mariner batting order that will face Alex Faedo today.
Well, you see J.P. Crawford up in the leadoff spot again today. 1 for 4 last night with another walk. He'll be at shortstop. And a flip of the 3 and 4 holes. Jared Kelenic will be in the 3rd spot in right field. Julio Rodriguez, with his big night, will be in the cleanup spot in center field. And down at the bottom of the order, a couple of lefties. Taylor Trammell in left field in the 8th spot. And Colton Wong in the 9 hole. He'll be at second base. And there's the man they will be facing, Alex Faedo. This is his 2nd start on the year. He's had 5 starts down in Triple-A Toledo. This is his 2nd start for the Detroit Tigers, and you can see his last start, 4 2/3 innings, 1 strikeout, no walks. And this will be the Detroit defense behind Faedo. Baddoo, Green, and Bierling left to right in the outfield. Ibanez, Baez, McKinstry, Torkelson left to right in the infield, and Eric Haas in from left field last night, behind the plate today to catch Faedo.
J.P. Crawford coming off a fine performance last night in the leadoff spot. 1 for 4, 2 runs scored, an RBI, and several defensive gems, along with Jose Caballero. As we like to say in the business, sparkling defense last night.
It really was, and I tell you what, he does it every day, Dave, and it's just so impressive. This Mariner defense has been so strong all year long. We talked about a little in the outfield as well. A great catch by Teo. And infield, outfield, this defense has been stellar behind this great pitching.
Scott Service said, hey, they practice these things every day, but it's still a wow when he pulls it off, going hard to his right, across his body, and throws on the money.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was a great play, and that was after that double play that they turned earlier in the ball game that you were mentioning. Ty France was surprised how quickly the ball got there. These guys are firing on all cylinders, no doubt about that, on the infield.
First pitch brought to you by First Tech Federal Credit Union. We are ready for action. Faedo out of Tampa, 27 years old, tall kid, 6'5", 225. JP pops it up, taking a look. Third baseman Andy Ibanez. He fights that high. I tell you what, the sky's not going to be easy today for outfielders and infielders. He makes the play, 1 out.
Yeah, it's kind of a gray, overcast sky, and it looked like Ibanez kind of lost his footing there on that little lip, but he was able to recover just enough to snag that foul pop-up from JP.
Brings up Ty France. 2 for 4 last night. And an RBI on a bases-loaded walk. Swinging a hot bat too, Dan. 14 for his last 36, an 8-game hit streak.
Yeah, great to see him heating up.
Check swing. The Baez. In time for the out.
We talk about young pitchers, Dave, and Faedo, obviously another young pitcher. Had 12 starts last year for the Tigers, but just his 2nd start this year in the big leagues. And I tell you what, sometimes it takes a turn or two through the order for these guys to really understand what this pitcher does. And in Faedo's case, that's the truth. And that 2nd, 3rd time, he's gives up a lot more offensively. So we'll see how the Mariners handle that as they go through today.
Kelenic 2nd in hits on the ball club to Ty France. Leader in slugging, fouls 1 off. And Faedo 1-5, a 5.53 ERA last year. 53 2/3 innings. Kelenic fouls another 1 off.
We were talking beforehand, Dave. This is kind of a strange day because neither team has faced either pitcher with the exception of A.J. Pollock, who has 2 at-bats against Faedo. But outside of that, neither team has seen neither starter.
First look. Tell you what, you put some faith into your advanced analysts and advanced scouts, the video you're looking at.
And then you match that up with what your eyes see your first time up there.
And you got to trust your eyes, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a lot of times the numbers back up what your eyes see. And that really, really helps.
It's like the putt looks like it's going left to right. It's going left to right. Todd Tichenor, home plate umpire today. Brian Knight at first, Alex Tossi at second, Tony Randazzo at third. 2-2 to Kelenic. Batting in the 3 spot today. 1 for 5 in last night's game. 9-2 Mariners. And it caught in between. That's exactly what you're talking about. 1, 2, 3. 2, a pop-up, soft contact, and a strikeout. Going to see some heat when Miller takes the mound. Look at this. I mean, talk about chill. Drop the glove. Yeah, big deal. The pre-game go-get-ems. As we take a look at the Tiger lineup, that is really cool.
Well, Zach McKinstry will lead off. He got in there last night, got a pinch hit single, and finds himself in the lineup today in the leadoff spot. Riley Green, the second hole hitter. He was 2 for 4 with a double last night. Nick Maton, the designated hitter, right there in the middle in the 5 spot. He's second on the team with 4 homers.
First pitch from Miller, ball 1 to Zach McKinstry. Entered the game as a pinch hitter, 7th inning. Play infield, you can play outfield, former Cub, former Dodger. Mariners on a 5-game road trip. They're at 500 for the 4th time, looking to get beyond that mark. He's behind 2-0. Let's see how he gets back. Fly ball to left field for Taylor Trammell. 1 out.
Let's take a look at the arsenal from Bryce Miller. There's that 4-seam fastball, 70.5% usage in his first couple of starts. Got a slider and a curveball. It's really just a variation of his slider. He'll throw it harder and softer at different times, and a changeup. And this is the defense behind him. Trammell, Julio, and Kelenic left to right in the outfield. Suarez, Crawford, Wong, France left to right in the infield. And Cal Raleigh will do the catching today for Bryce Miller.
Serious heat. Well placed. 96. Riley Green leads the Tigers in hits and runs scored. Batted 3rd last night. 2 for 4 night for him.
And there's a breaking ball right there. Top of the zone. EQC tracer looked like it caught the top of the zone, but didn't get the call.
Infield pulled around to the right. Into the gap. Riley Green out of the box hard. Julio gets to it. There's the throw. Not in time. 1 out double. 5th double for Riley Green.
Well, Green jumping on this fastball. Inside part of the plate. He has been hot for the Tigers, and he hits this ball in the gap. And Dave, we talk about so much room in this outfield, and Julio able to cut it off before it gets to the wall, but it's just such a spacious outfield that Riley Green's in easily at second base.
Could say you held him to a double.
Yeah.
Last night, Marco Gonzalez started Baez off multiple times with soft stuff. It's at 95, and Baez, one of the 3 swingers in Major League Baseball in the course of his career. So foul back. Tigers losers of 96 games last year, off to a much better start at 17-20. A.J. Hinch took Houston to the World Series championship in 19 and the AL pennant 19, World Series in 17. 3rd year with the Tigers. Gino's going to hold that runner at second. 2 outs. Mariners last year won all 3 games here, outscored the Tigers 21-6. And man, did they add to that total last night with the 9-2 victory. Spencer Torkelson, their RBI leader, with 17. 0 for 4 night last evening. Sun trying to break through the clouds here.
We see Detroit coming out there being aggressive on that heater. You talked about the analytics and the scouting reports that they get, and they understand that Detroit knows exactly what they're going to get today from Bryce Miller. It's a matter of getting out there and executing their game plan.
Breaking ball upstairs, 1-1.
And they're going to be aggressive on that heater.
Two out, man at second. And ground ball foul.
Now back-to-back sliders right there. And that was a dandy, down and away from Torkelson.
Torkelson. 1-2 count, Miller ready. Long hold. About third base coach Gary Jones, safety first for him. He is all but in the batter's box. Look at that, he is way out of the box.
With that runner at second, he's trying to get that good angle.
Good angle and stay away from any balls that Torkelson might yank. Torkelson, a first-round pick out of Arizona State back in 2020. Tigers have been playing a lot better ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 series. 2-2. See what Miller comes back with here. He popped it up, out of play.
Another good fastball. This runs in a little bit on Torkelson. He's had some good swings on the heater so far.
Do it again here, 2-2 with a runner at second and 2 outs. Still looking for that feel in the breaking ball. Three and 2 here. Pay it off. And a line drive in the left field. Trammell has it. He bobbled. Here's the throw. They got the runner about a quarter of the way down the line. Gino cuts it off. As you called it, Gary Jones down the line so Green could see him.
Yeah, he knew he was going to get a hard hit ball if it was a single, and this was a hard hit ball. Almost handcuffs Trammell. And Taylor able to come up with a little bit of a bobble, and so Jones had to slam on the brakes. So Green alertly stopping, heading back to third base.
Traffic on the base path for Miller here in the first. Nick Maton.
And Maton didn't like that call. It was a slider down and in. Good pitch. EQC Tracer has it just clipping the bottom of the zone. Fans didn't like it here either.
Sure didn't they? They weren't shy about it either.
No.
Maton came in as a pinch hitter late. 1-0 for 1 last night's game. Maton DHing today. Brother Phil with the Astros. Comes a 1-1. Slow roller to Wong. And Miller gets out of a little bit of a jam here in the first inning. To the second inning we go. Julio Rodriguez to lead off. by the Washington State Department of Revenue, returning forgotten money to people like you daily. Visit claimyourcash.org. And by Tequila Herradura, discover what makes a legend extraordinary awaits. That is an American classic right there. That's where Motown started. Went there for the third time in the last 10, 15 years. Loved it. Alex Mayer came with me. He wanted to see it. He wanted to go through it with an old guy who remembered that music. And I said, I remember this. I was doing this when that happened. Here's Julio. That is a great place. Hanging up in the air. Long run for Green. You were talking about it, Dan. Big ballpark. There's Alex. We had a blast the other day. It was a nice hot day. Went downtown and at Sweetwater Tavern, which is great for lunch. And boy, so much history in that building. It's just amazing. It's where it started.
Wow.
And I tell you how cool it is in the engineering room where the producers were. Here's Gino. The linoleum is worn out from guys keeping time, keeping a beat
with their foot,
and they never replaced it. It's so cool. And
cool.
Everything is the way it was back in 1960, 61. Tremendous. Of course, the company exploded and they moved everything out to LA. Barry Gordy and his family, that's where they started. Here's Gino.
Oh, a little soccer.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. We've seen him do that before.
That was a double juggle there.
One out here in the top of the second. Bounce foul past Maniacta.
Take a look at the footwork here from Gino. Ball bounces, gets his arm, double juggle with his feet.
Venezuela has learned how to kick a ball and throw a ball. 2-2. Gino's second to J.P. Crawford on the team. 333 batting average runners in scoring position. Got a 2-2 pitch coming. 19 RBIs tied with Julio for the RBI lead.
All in all, some sliders right there. We've seen the fastball. He's got a slider and a changeup as well. And Gino out front of the slider.
Ooh, good pitch.
Own every mile in the all-electric Hyundai Ioniq 5, 2023 Motor Trend SUV of the year.
Good to have Cal Raleigh back in the lineup. Switch hitting catcher, as you well know. Tom Murphy got the start last night. Went 1 for 3 with the double.
Thought Murph did a really nice job with Marco last night as well. And of course, the 5-run lead early in the ball game really helped Marco settle in, but Marco pitched a great ball game.
Yeah, kudos to Marco, tipping the cap. 3-0 now with a 4.42 ERA. And his career mark against Detroit to 3-3, and in this ballpark 2-3.
Good changeup again last night, which was so key for Marco. Really, that off speed was really keeping their hitters off stride.
He made Baez crazy last night.
Yeah, he did.
1-2. You called it early on, Dan. Talking about second time through. Still going through the first time, Faedo, but 326 second time through the lineup and 344 the third time.
Yeah, it's a matter of some of these guys just getting a good look at him, putting their eyes on him, see what the ball actually does. And then that second and third time you make your adjustments.
Baez, shortstop, playing up the middle against Cal. Outfield a little bit towards the left. That's one of the reasons why. A little late.
And above the top of the zone there with a heater. Cal able to foul it off.
Last time the Mariners were above 500, they were 1-0 after winning the opener. 4 times now. This is the 4th time they've been at 500. Cal's got the count running full here. Teoscar Hernandez on deck. Teo DHing today. Three-two pitch. Oh, nice catch by the ball boy. Well done. Had it all the way. Casual reach up with his right hand and snagged it. Scott Service is grateful. Beckham AB by Cal Raleigh.
I found out I had prostate cancer on opening day 2017. I had a friend who had prostate cancer and I saw the side effects he was going through and I just thought there had to be a better way. It was much easier than I ever thought possible. If I had to recommend proton therapy, I absolutely would.
There's Teo. 1 for 5 RBI single. 7th inning last night. Goes the other way. That's going to work. Look at this. Off the end of the bat. Cal stumbles, but he's going to get the third. First and third for the Mariners. 2 outs here in the 2nd inning. It isn't always about exit velo, is it?
No, it really is not. And a little 2-out lightning here for the Mariners. And Cal Raleigh does a really nice job base running here. He's thinking third base all the way. And watch him, even as he stumbles around second base, because it wasn't hit well, still able to hit the bag and get into third base without a throw.
There's Taylor Trammell. Aggressive attack right there. Taylor 3 for 17. The 2 hits are home runs on a grand slam up in Toronto. Foul back. Just the 9th game for Taylor. The hamate bone problem on his right hand knocked him out of the bulk of spring training. Went down to Tacoma, got ready, put up a few good numbers.
He got back really quickly. He was so eager to get back playing again, doing what he could down in spring training.
Runner goes, pitch taken. Teo's got a stolen base standing up, or was it a foul ball?
It
foul
went off
ball.
it went off the barrel. Trammell with a check swing.
Riley Green, not real deep, and about 10 steps towards left center. Taylor takes his time out.
This will be pitch number 30 for Faedo.
0-2. Ready to work here. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it. Mariners strand 2 in this scoreless ball game early on. Mariners Community All-Stars, Microsoft and Amazon coming up Sunday, May 28th. Mariners take on the Pirates, and all kids 14 and under get a Mariners poster featuring Julio. Get those tickets at mariners.com. There's Andy Ibanez batting in a 6-hole, followed by Akil Baddoo and Eric Haas. A double and a single in the first inning for the Tigers, and Miller stranded both runners.
Oh, good slider there at the bottom of the zone. 20 pitches for Bryce in that first inning, 12 of them fastballs, and both base hits. Hit hard, and they were both on the fastball, so he's broken out that breaking ball a little bit more today in the first inning.
Look for that breaking ball start to sharpen up for him a little bit. Look like he's still trying to find it first inning.
Yeah, and he likes to change speeds on it a little bit. He's got the one that's a little bit harder, And then he's got more of a sweeping slider that's a little slower. So we'll see different speeds on that slider.
And it's interesting to watch guys react to that fastball. I mean, it's like, whoa, you can just see Ibanez back up like, wow, that's real. 2-2. Swing and a miss. The other thing, that nice easy motion, and then it really explodes on you. It's already hard and fast, and it seems like the perception's got to be a couple miles an hour faster, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you'll see the swings that he gets on this fastball are well above the top rail of the strike zone that you'll see on your screen. And that's because so many hitters expect that ball to be a little bit further down when it's coming out of the hand. But because of that spin that he's got, it just does not come down from there as much as other fastballs do. And so guys are underneath it all the time, and you'll see a lot of swings and misses well above the strike zone.
Baddoo, another failed first bunt attempt. I think percentage, I don't think we've reached 10% on first bunts getting down fairly. And that's not a knock on Baddoo, it's just a knock on the industry. Nobody can bunt anymore.
Well, it's just not practiced as much as it was, Dave, for sure.
Not the weapon.
No.
I like the fact that guys try it. Trammell, easy play for him. Take a look at this shot right here. Wow.
So that fastball well above the strike zone. And you can see the barrel of his bat below the ball. It's just so difficult to catch up to that because it's just not coming down like a regular fastball from a different pitcher would. And that's the advantage of that great spin rate that he's got at the top.
Breaking ball for strike, Eric Haas. Of their regulars, the best batting average at 281. Tell you how good an athlete this kid is. He catches and plays in the outfield. Little star in his catcher's union card.
Yeah, I think what you meant to say was that catchers are so athletic they also can play the outfield. Well, there's the average spin rate on the right for a fastball, and then you can see the difference with Bryce Miller's.
Yep.
And it makes a dramatic difference on how it holds its course toward the home plate.
Miller took a lot off of that pitch. Results in a 6-3, a ground ball to JP, which is one of the best things you can say in Mariner baseball. Nothing across. We go to the third. Look at the Mariners' upcoming TV schedule. Brought to you by Fubo. Wrap up this series tomorrow. Red Sox, 3 games there. All night games. Day off Thursday. Braves. Don't forget Fridays Apple TV Plus. Saturday Fox. And here on Root Sports, we'll have the game Sunday in Atlanta. Mike Cameron's going to join us on that one. Cammy lives in Atlanta, so it's an easy gig for him. There's Colton Wong. Slaps one foul. Wong, Crawford, and France, 9-1-2 coming up for the Mariners here in the third. This will complete the first time through against Faedo. Strike 2.
Good backdoor slider there. Colton Wong, that's going to be a weapon he'll need against the left-handed hitters. He does have a little changeup. He doesn't throw it very often.
Wong, after a rugged start, starting to build up that batting average. Tag is made by Haas. The strikeout, that'll be the 4th.
And here's the changeup right here. Pretty good action to it. You see it kind of drop below the zone. Tell you what, Dave, first time through the order, Alex Faedo 9 of 9 throwing first pitch strikes.
Very interesting.
And here we go. Now we're getting into that second time through the order range, and things tend to go south for him here, but See how he handles it today.
As a hitter, do you go up there and say, okay, I got it now. I've seen it. I watch all the other guys. I've seen what happened to me.
I think
I got a better idea.
It gives you a much better idea. Yeah. Absolutely.
0-1 here. JP fouled out the third baseman of Banez on first pitch. Open up the ball game. Leads the team in walks, on base percentage, and batting average with the runners in scoring position. And what was the other thing you said? 5 for 5 with the bases jacked.
Yeah, which will help your runners in scoring position average.
Just a little bit.
But we've seen him come through in very clutch situations with the bases loaded.
Or if they count 3-1, we've seen him come back from 0-2s to work it to 3-2s to get a walk or get a base hit.
Yep. All that to say, he's so valuable at any part of the order. 18 walks, 19 walks now with 1 last night. Make him valuable at the top of the order. His ability to hit with runners in scoring position, you can plug him in anywhere and he's going to be productive for you.
StatCast powered by Google Cloud. 3-2 to JP. Third baseman moves over to his left. And rips it through the 4-hole into right field for a base hit. Another quality at bat for JP Crawford.
Oh, it's a 4-seam fastball, and it's down and in right there on the corner, but it's a great spot for a left-handed hitter, and JP drops the head right there.
Scott Service says he throws batting practice still pretty much every day. He's hitting the ball really well. He's squaring it up more regularly, and it's coming off that bat a heck of a lot differently. A lot of credit to him for the work. In the conversation with the media, he said, you know, a couple times when he hits a home run, said, wait a minute, that's not really him. You want to see him slashing it all over the place. 1-0 pitch here to Ty. Grounded out to short. Did not go, says Brian Knight. Count for him 2-0.
Couple of check swings on the slider, just off the plate away.
Well, they give him the right side of the infield. They got the second baseman McKinstry playing up the middle. Baez covering up.
And we've seen Ty use the right side so well.
Yeah.
Great opportunity for him.
High fly ball, giving chases Verling. No play. He had a point you were making last night with Boyd. Doesn't throw hard. And base hit up the middle. First AB for Ty. A lot of guys were going up the middle against Boyd. That's how they get the 6 runs early.
Yeah, they were waiting him out. They did a great job. They were very patient hitters. Boyd having a difficult time finding the strike zone, just missing off the plate, but they were patient, and then they were using the middle of the field when they did have opportunities.
2-2 to Ty with Jarred Kelenic on deck. Two pitch. JP 1 for 1 in base stealing. Not a big part of his game.
He gets quite a bit of running in that shortstop position.
Yes, he does. That's right. Save that energy. Another full count. Most guys, he's got to look at what a weighted ball, stretch it out a little bit. Sometimes you see guys just chilling and sitting, but JP runs. Here's pitch swung on, popped up. He's going to have to retreat. He finds the ball. The right fielder's getting under it. Verling. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. 2 outs for Jarred Kelenic. JK struck out at a 2-2 pitch first time up. First time that was swinging. Strikes out swinging. Hear the exhale up here.
Pretty good velocity on that fastball. We've seen him closer to 92, 93. That one 95 miles an hour.
Kelenic has one career home run here in Detroit. Rolled over on a breaking ball. 0-2.
It's a good changeup. He likes to use that with the left-handed hitters and had Jared out front.
Pretty good crowd on hand last night. 22,116. Little League Day here. Looks like significantly larger than that. Here's the 0-2. Plus the added bonus of it being Star Wars Day. Always brings him out all around baseball.
That is a big draw.
Last week he had May the 4th, so you know pretty much everybody did something that day. Count stays 1-2, 2 out, runner at first. Both teams have no runs and 2 hits. Down the line, that's crushed. Say goodbye. 2-run homer, Jarred Kelenic. Mariners have the lead at 2-0. His 8th home run takes the team lead, gives him 20 RBI, gives him the team lead there. Boy, did he jump on that one. Good 2-strike hitting, Dan.
Yeah, that was just a great at-bat by Jarred Kelenic. And he hit that ball right down the line, Dave. Very similar to where Julio put his home run last night. Just inside that right field foul pole. And that's a big lift for the Mariners right now. Get them going. And Dave, there it is. Second time through the order. JP with a base hit and Jared with a homer.
Curling has to come in to get it. Highlight of the inning, the 2-run homer by Kelenic. As he's got to try. Be careful. 2-0 Mariners. Jarred Kelenic 1 for 5 last night. He's 1 for 2 this afternoon. A crushed 2-run homer for the 2-0 Mariner lead.
Well, and as you mentioned, Dave, 2-strike hitting right here. And Faedo trying to go up and in with a fastball. And Jared was up to the task. Good look from Mick Delivery Supermo of that pitch up and in. And Jared got the barrel to it and hit right down the line. Kept it fair. Great home run right there. And a big lift for the Mariners.
Watching him make contact and a follow through. That's a perfect. Freeze it right there. Perfect baseball card.
Yeah, no doubt. Great swing to keep that pitch fair down the line and hit it that far. And more importantly, Dave, I think that gives Bryce Miller here a little room to relax, a little room to kind of settle into his game with that 2-run lead early.
He's 2-1 to Matt Vierling, leading off the Detroit home third. McKinstry and Green to follow. 9-1-2 coming up. Julio giving ground. 1 out. The other thing, you know, we watch Julio every day. And we've seen some balls really tagged. He has to go gap, straight back. You don't see panic.
No. No, and the good outfielders don't panic. And that one right there, that line drive that's over your head, directly over your head, is the toughest one. You ask any outfielder, they'll tell you that's the toughest ball. And he handled that one very easily.
Strike 1 to Zach McKinstry. Flied out Taylor Trammell to open up the home first. Before Miller, 1 strikeout. 0-2.
A lot of breaking balls early in the count so far, and then trying to finish him more with the fastball later. A little bit different pitch selection today from Bryce Miller.
that was a weak swing. He fooled him badly with that pitch. Well done by Bryce Miller. 2 down. He's just got good stuff.
Well, this is just a great breaking ball down in the zone. Watch Cal Raleigh. This is what good catchers do. Give him a good target down there. I want this pitch down there. That's where he got the breaking ball and got the punch out. It's a good job by Cal Raleigh right there with a young Bryce Miller.
Julio backing up. That's a nice, easy, breezy inning for Bryce Miller. Get those bats. Keep them hot. It's 2-0 Mariners. MLB TV now available at a new low price starting at $119.99. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. The Renaissance Center, beautiful. Right on the river here in Detroit as Gino pulls one foul. Open up the top of the 4th. Gino, Cal Raleigh, and Teoscar Hernandez. Gino, first time up, struck out on a 2-2 pitch. Midway through, the second time through the order, Alex Faedo. Kelenic got him with a 2-run homer and a 1-2 pitch. Gino pops this one up. Going to be the first baseman, Torkelson, for the out. Tell you what, he changed speeds on him very well there. Popped it up.
Yes.
Gino way out front.
Sped up his fastball a little bit early in the count and then dropped that pretty good located slider down and away. Got Gino out front.
Cal Raleigh, long at bat, worked the walk.
Oh, Mariners catch a break right there. Good changeup from Faedo. QC Tracer has that tucked away in the bottom corner at the knees, but no call.
Good swing, fouled it back, 1-1. Riley Green, the center fielder, seeing the signs and watching the location. He was taking a step towards left on that pitch. That was aimed for the outside part of the plate.
Well, another backdoor slider there. We talked about the importance of that with left-handed hitters, and puts that one on the outside third of the plate. We've seen Cal really hurt those sliders that are more down and in or down middle of the plate. That one was well away from him.
And flails it. That one comes away empty. That is the 5th strikeout. Take a look at Corona, what's on tap. How about former Mariner James Paxton? Didn't get the win last night, but his first appearance, look at that, 2 years plus.
Yeah, great.
Very good performance.
Great to see him back. Congratulations to him back on the field.
Adding up the days, I saw that highlight this morning. Teo swings through. Figuring we might see him in Boston on Wednesday, but at the moment they are not listing him as the starter for Wednesday. They have Brian Bello down for the Wednesday finale of that series in Boston. 0-2. Good for Pax.
Outstanding. That's just perseverance right there.
2+ years being out. Teo, deep drive, left field. He's got one. Put it on the board, as Hawk would say. And there's a home run for Teoscar Hernandez, his 8th, as he ties Kelenic for the team lead. Went out and got that pitch. Got it on the barrel, and again, a home run on a 2-strike pitch.
And the fans have a little fun. They throw that back on the field. And Julio there to give that to Teo, the Trident.
Good for him.
Faedo's been ahead of the count, no doubt about it. 14 of 16 first pitch strikes. But you're right, Dave. 2-strike pitch right there, and a bit of a mistake on the plate, and Teo made him pay.
So strong.
Yeah. It was an off-speed pitch, and he was right there on it, drove it to left field.
.403 feet is what they measure it at as Trammell. Take a look at this swing.
See the breaking ball down at the bottom of the zone and kind of backed up a little bit. Teo said, "Thank you very much."
Nice controlled swing. That is a fair ball. Torkelson wins the race to the bag. Highlight of the inning, a home run by Teoscar Hernandez. Second Mariner home run in as many innings. It's 3-0 Seattle. Walk us through this one, Danny.
Well, he's thrown 39 pitches today. 21 of those have been that fastball, which is a percentage that's just over 50, and that's way down from the 70% that we saw in his first 2 starts. He's gone to the breaking ball more, and he's gone to it early in the count. There's one right there. That was a changeup.
And you know darn well Baez is sitting on fastball first pitch.
Yeah, we saw them in the first inning hit a couple fastballs hard, and they've really gone to that breaking ball now. There's another good slider down and away.
Baez, Torkelson, and Maton, 3, 4, 5 for the Tigers.
And all that off-speed usage, Dave, will make that fastball that's unhittable even more unhittable when he does get to it, especially at the top of the zone.
Painted that corner. Baez just looks like, what was that?
And that's what that off-speed stuff can do for you as a pitcher. If you can continue to locate that, get ahead with it, then you can throw that 96. That one's almost middle of the plate, and it just freezes Baez.
Third strikeout. 1 down. Torkelson got a base hit to left on a 3-2 pitch.
Really nice breaking ball right there, and a nice job by Kyle Raleigh behind the plate. You can see on EQC Tracer, that's a borderline pitch, and Cal does a nice job.
1-1. Mariners blessed with 2 outstanding catchers in terms of how they work with the staff and calling games. Both come up with their share of hits too. Now you see that coming in, you're going, good luck.
Yeah, that's 4 breaking balls in a row right there to Torkelson. And this is that slower slider that he throws. Now he's got him primed for that heater. He might stick with the breaking ball, but that heater should be pretty effective at this point too.
See what Cal wants. 2-2, 1 out. He might have overthrown that one. 3-2. Three and 2 to Torkelson. Ty France with room. By hit. Torkelson, bollocksed up there. A Raise a Pint to Seattle's newest pub crawl, debuting at T-Mobile Park on Thursday, May 25. And with this ticket special, fans will receive up to 6 drink coupons to be used across the ballpark. From the Trident deck to the T-Mobile pens, to get your tickets at mariners.com/pubcrawl. Quick 2 outs. Here's Nick Maton.
Oh, good fastball there, top of the zone.
Maton grounded out. Colton Wong, second baseman. He's going to ground out to Ty. Feeds to Bryce Miller, who is in cruise control here through 4 with a 3-0 lead. Let's take a look at the Muckleshoot Casino Pen Report. And specifically, Mr. Trevor Gott, 6 appearances. Look at that, nothing. Nada, you get nothing. The pitching has been superb.
It really has. And talk about strikeouts, a lot of strikeouts and no walks. They just don't hurt themselves down there in the bullpen. And
Wong sends one to the gap in left center field, and Riley Green was shading that way, makes the play. Bring up JP, now begins the 3rd time through, Dan.
yeah, we saw the 2nd time through, a couple of runs, a couple of hits, 2 of them which were home runs that have hurt Faedo to this point. And now we're getting into that 3rd time where things can even get a little bit more dicey for him.
First pitch to JP, a strike.
Kind of all started with that 2-strike base hit from JP Crawford last time up, and then the Kelenic homer.
Slaps this one the other way, and Baddoo is right there. Wrap up this series tomorrow. Logan Gilbert's on the mound against Joey Wentz. Logan's last out performance was off the chart great, just unfortunately had to take the loss. And it was perfect for a long time in that game. Unswing ball, be an easy inning. Ibanez throws over. Ty France and the Mariners are done 1-2-3 in the 5th. The home runs by Kelenic and Hernandez as the Mariners in front 3-0. Buy steel. To find your local steel dealers, visit steeldealers.com. And by your Western Washington Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. Hitsville, USA, the Motown Museum, not too far from Comerica Park. And one of the security guys there looked like he played power forward in high school and said, "Where can we eat?" He told us. We went. It was great. Look out. And the Ibanez. 0-1. Ibanez, Baddoo, and Haas. Breaking ball hit to Julio, center field for the track. 1 out. Coming into this inning, different look from Bryce Miller.
Yeah, and I think this is very encouraging for Mariner fans. You see just 50% fastballs. He's thrown 40% breaking balls, and then there's been 10 changeups as well. And that's a great sign. He's using his off-speed stuff, which makes his fastball even better. We saw that with Baez. He just froze him with that heater.
Oh, look at that. Baddoo sent fastball. He had no chance against that one.
Yeah, good slider. That's the slower one that he likes to throw. Acts a little bit like a curveball.
1-1. Tigers have lost 17 of 23 games against teams who are currently at or above 500. Julio getting some work out there. Quick 2 outs.
On the good news for Bryce Miller is he's continuing to throw strikes with his breaking ball. And he's getting some quick innings. He's getting a lot of contact today, a lot less strikeouts.
Julio's made 4 putouts out there in center field. A quick 2 outs here in the home 5th. Eric Haas. Well, you want to talk about a quick inning. Who's going to take it? The last 2 innings have been stealing. He has been dominating. I mean, it has been outstanding. Colorado drive of the game. Jarred Kelenic, a 1-2 pitch, clobbered it. Home run number 8 for JK. Couple of RBI gives him 20. Takes over the team lead. His 39th hit. ties Ty France for the lead in that category. It's been a wonderful start for Jarred Kelenic. Kelenic, Julio, and Eugenio Suarez coming up here in the 6th.
How about that 5th inning, Dave?
Whew.
11 pitches total.
Right.
Seattle with 5 pitches. Detroit with 6.
Kelenic 1-1. First time up on a 2-2 pitch, he struck out. Homered on a 1-2 pitch. Back to the same spot he was in the 3rd, down 1-2.
Now backdoor slider there, EQC Tracer just on that outside corner. Good pitch.
A lot of pitches he was chasing last year. Man, he is just looking at him and saying,
Yep.
nah.
Well, it's funny, Faedo went 1-2 up and in the last time for the home run, and then he went changeup that time 1-2, making his adjustments as well.
Got a piece of that. Faedo taking the spot of Spencer Turnbull, his option to AAA. Turnbull, rough go, 1-4, 7.26 ERA and 7 starts. Neck discomfort. Got him on the IL Friday. Faedo's a first-round pick back in 2017. Breaking ball gets him. Strikeout for Kelenic. That strikeout for Faedo, number 6. One out here in the 6th inning. Make sure you celebrate the slickest shortstop in the game with one of the sweetest giveaways of the season. JP Funko Pop Collectible Night on May 27. Pirates in town. First 20,000 fans going to get this limited edition item. Better get those tickets. Mariners.com. Here's Julio.
That's a sweet looking Funko Pop right there with the shades.
I like, where were we when we were on the road recently, and a guy, was it Oakland? And he had a Dan Wilson Funko Pop. Or it was requesting one, that's what it was. But we didn't have one here, but we said, well, Dan's in the building. And he got a chance to meet you. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
One to Julio, 1 out, nobody on. They like his secondary stuff, Faedo.
Well, he's used it a lot, and he's using his changeup against right-handers as well. The key for him today has been his location, his command with his off-speed stuff. We have not seen a lot of off-speed middle of the plate. It's been corners, the edges, and that's been a big key for him. Mariners just haven't been able to square up a lot of them. We saw the one mistake to Teo.
Change up. What do you think of his usage against righties and lefties?
He's done a nice job. He's mixed it all up.
Ooh. Big rip by Julio.
That was the changeup there.
He was back legging that one, wasn't he?
Yeah, this pitch usually runs down and in, and this one kind of ran down and stayed right on its same course. And
that's a good pitch.
Good slider.
Strikeout number 7. 2 down here in the 6th.
Well, after that changeup in that chased him off the plate, he went to the other side of the plate with that slider. Again, excellent location, just off the outside corner. Good pitch.
Can't find it, right below him. Another quick inning. Nothing across for the Mariners. They lead at 3-0. Show presented by Emerald Queen Casino. Angie Mentick, Ryan Roland Smith. We'll have all of that for you. 3-0. Couple home runs today. Kelenic a 2-run shot in the 3rd. A solo blast by Hernandez. That was in the 4th. One pitch. This will be an out here. Kelenic puts it away. Foul territory. Matt Verling's gone. He's retired the last 14 men that he's faced, and in a quick fashion, Dan.
Yeah, you know, it's one of the things that is pretty incredible about his first couple starts. 3 or fewer base runners in both of those starts. Today, he gave up 2 base runners in the first, and he hasn't given up any since. So he's just been on his game. And
gave up a double to Green, second batter, fourth batter Torkelson. Torkelson had a base hit to left. That is it. 3 strikeouts today. Last base runner with 2 outs in the first. Ball and 2 strikes. Zach McKinstry, leadoff spot today. That makes that 96 look like 101, doesn't it?
yeah, I saw that backdoor breaking ball before that fastball up above the zone.
One and 2.
In such great shape with his pitch count. Just 62 pitches here in the 6th inning.
2-2 pitch. JP taking control. It was a very firm, I got it. 2 outs.
Well, it's just such a good illustration, Dave, of a lot of times you go out there with a game plan, and then you have to see how the other team responds. And Bryce Miller, they gave up a couple of hits in that first inning on fastballs, decided to go a little bit more to the breaking ball, and it has really shut down this Detroit lineup. And that's kind of the cat and mouse that you go with. You have a plan, and then you make adjustments as you need to.
Tigers 12th in the league in batting average, hits, 14th in home runs. Runs per game, they're 14th. Riley Green, 1 for 2. Did pretty well. Kelnick, he makes the catch. JK, 16 consecutive retired by Bryce Miller, 3-0 Mariners.
Mueller, the Mariners maintaining their lead and the shutout in Detroit. I want to make sure you stick with us this afternoon and join us after Mariners postgame for Kraken preview as Seattle prepares for a Game 6 showdown against Dallas. The Stars are 1 win away from taking the series, but they have not excelled in that recently. Dallas owns the 3rd worst record in potential series clinching games since the lockout in 2005. Those are numbers I know Dan Wilson will appreciate as we get it back out to Dave and Dan.
All right, Jen, thank you very much. Bryce Miller throwing a heck of a game, and you're right about that, Jen. Hey, go Kraken. When Scott Service came down to talk to the media, he said, hey, 2 in Detroit. Day game gives us a chance to watch the Kraken win tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Would love to see that. Looking forward to that game tonight.
There's Cal Raleigh. Leading things off, Tyler Holton, the new pitcher. Pitch inning at 2/3, 2 hits, a run last night. Baedo retired his last 7 consecutive batters and 9 of 10. He was rolling.
Yeah, we saw Holton last night. Left-hander, fastball, cutter, changeup.
Cal Raleigh today walking a strikeout. Baedo gave up a couple of home runs, 2-run shot to Kelnick and a solo blast to Teoscar Hernandez. 2-2 to Cal. Two-two pitch. Fights it off.
Yeah, I thought a pretty good afternoon for Faedo. We saw the one mistake to Teo And I thought the home run by Kelenic was actually a decent pitch. It was a fastball up and in. And Jared did an outstanding job getting to that, getting the barrel to it, and hitting it down that line for the homer. Pretty quick hook, I think, for Faedo this afternoon.
3 runs, 4 hits, with 7 strikeouts, 1 walk.
And a couple of quick innings in there as well.
Comes a 3-2 to Cal. Chopping wood on that one. Keep the AB alive. You know what, Bryce Miller tried the last 16 men that he's faced. 3-2 to Cal again. Cal clinching home run September 30 last year. Never be to be forgotten. The annals of Seattle Mariner baseball, that is for sure. Strikes out here, 1 down.
Take a look at the line from Faedo today. 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned. 1 walk and 7 strikeouts. See, 86 pitches. He did a nice job. 17 of 23 batters he was ahead of 0-1. Great job on first pitch strikes for him, and that was a big key. I thought his breaking ball, his off-speed stuff, it has a really nice changeup and a good breaking ball slider that he threw effectively today. Pretty good afternoon for him.
Teo with his 8th homer last time up. Got it on an 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball. And about 8-9 rows deep left field. Two and 1. Taylor Trammell to follow. Strike 2, 2-2.
Good backdoor cutter there. Well located at the bottom of the zone.
Took a lot off. Got away with a hanger. Strikes out Teo. There's 2 outs. Hey, today we're excited to highlight Don Larson, a Mariner season ticket member from Helena, Montana. Don's been a member since 2000 and enjoys coming out to T-Mobile Park with his wife and daughters. For info on how you can become a season ticket member, visit mariners.com/23. He's got to hear it every day from baseball fans. Don Larson, huh? Don Larson threw to perfecto in the '56 World Series against the Dodgers. Spelled his name L-A-R-S-E-N. This is S-O-N. One of the great names in baseball. Two outs. Taylor strikeout and a ground out to first. Oh, 2 hold for him. 2 out, nobody on.
Spoils a really good pitch there, outside corner with a heater. Able to foul it off, stay alive.
And Holton gets a strikeout, strikes out the side in the 7th. Mariners still lead 3-0. The MLB All-Star Week. Learn how you could win game tickets and more at wildlottery.com/all-star. We're hot spots here in Detroit, the Eastern Market. Particularly on Saturdays, boy, a lot of organic fruits and vegetables and all kinds of good stuff here in Detroit at the Eastern Market. There's Bryce Miller. He's looking good. Retired last 16 men that he's faced.
Yeah, and he's used a lot of breaking balls and off speed today. 65 pitches coming into this inning. Only 32 of those have been fastball, so pretty even 50-50 split. And still the same results, Dave. 6 innings so far. No runs. 3 strikeouts.
And Baez way out of sorts thanks to Mr. Miller and Mr. Gonzalez last night. Oh, 2 pitch. Miller's looking to become the first pitcher, Dan, since 1893 to throw 6+ innings and allow 2 hits or fewer in his first 3 career starts. He's sitting on 2 hits right now. Man, oh man.
Well, with that aggressive swing on that slider that we saw Baez take, they tried to go back there a couple more times to see if he could get himself out.
2-2 pitch. Pulled foul. The Mariner fans in attendance. So the all-timers, each row will be joining Junior at Cooperstown before long. Just out of the reach of JP for base hit. That's the 3rd hit this afternoon for the Tigers. Ends a run of 16 consecutive hitters retired.
Well, a steady diet of sliders and then the one fastball that's well located off the plate at 98 miles an hour. He's able to turn on and get a base hit. That shows you the ability of Javier Baez to hit a fastball.
Turkelson 1 for 2. Got the 2nd base hit of the ball game. That both came in the 1st inning. A double by Green. 1 out later, single by Turkelson, but Miller got out of it. To the gap and Julio. Great jump on it. Baez has got to get back. He's about 3 steps away from touching second base. Another put out for Julio, his 5th.
Well, this is a slider again. Has a little elevation to it. And Torkelson does hit it well to center field. But, Dave, again, that's that area in right center field that it just opens up so much down in there. And Julio able to get underneath that thing pretty easily and make the catch.
One out, one on. Nick made time. Couple of ground outs, 0 for 2. Strike 1. Long hold, Baez. Everybody frozen. And the pitch popped out of play.
We've seen Bryce do that a couple of times while he was in the stretch, and that was back in the 1st inning. But he uses the clock really well to his advantage. He does not just go into that same sequence and cadence every time. You'll see him occasionally hold it. And hitter doesn't usually call timeout anymore.
So that's 2 guys that jump out of this that manipulate the clock really well. Caballero.
Yes.
And now
Bryce Miller.
Bryce Miller. Caballero's become a master at it. 0-2 pitch.
I think where that really helps also, Dave, is not only with the hitter and throwing off his timing, but the base stealers too. When they're on base, they just don't know what to expect. You see a lot of guys that will time up a pitcher and get a really good jump, but hard to do on Bryce Miller because he's mixing up his look so much.
Straight up infield. This will be Colton Wong. Two outs, and that's going to bring up third baseman Andy Ibanez. .365 out to right center field here in this ballpark. Todd Tichenor clapping. Matt Brash getting ready. So 2 outs. Just the third base runner aboard via a hit. Miller's not walked anybody, struck out 3. And again, long hold, 7 on the pitch clock. Ball 1. Banez today struck out, flied out to Julio.
Couple of fastballs that got away from Bryce, running in a little bit too hard off the plate.
All right, so this is a rarity, a 3-ball count. Went 3 and 2 back in the 4th inning with Turkelson. It's like, unofficially, it's only the second one.
Well, Ibanez wanted to take that walk, but good pitch.
It's like Turkelson 1-2. Quick look here. It's like 3 3-ball counts. Ground ball to Gino. Just an outstanding performance. Another one by Bryce Miller. 3-0 Mariners to end to 7th. He takes a slow stroll off. He should feel good about it. Mariners lead as we go to the 8th. Well-deserved attaboys for Bryce Miller. He retired 19 of the last 20 men that he faced. That smile says it all from the skip and for Bryce. And a salute. Hey, Rook, good job.
A lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs down there. 7 strong innings. And you see Logan Gilbert giving him a hug as well. He'll be on the mound tomorrow, and he no doubt's taking notes, mental notes from this one.
Colton Wong, J.P. Crawford, Ty France here in the 8th. Mariner pitching. So good. Tyler Holt struck out the side in the 7th. Swinging. Wong 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly to center. Two balls, 2 strikes. Colton worked it pretty well. See if he can polish it off with a base hit. Backhanded by McKinstry. Throws him out as we check in with Jen Mueller at the Ford Sports Desk.
It is the show you wait for all week. I am just certain of it. A brand new edition of Mariners All Access comes your way tomorrow after Mariners postgame. We're going to talk how rule changes have impacted the game for the first 6 weeks of the season. And we're going to have a much longer conversation with Bryce Miller, including the pitches that he throws. And Dave, if it feels like Bryce is a bit of a unicorn in the way that he has handled the first 3 starts, maybe that's because he actually was a unicorn in high school, the mascot in New Braunfels. Can you believe that? The Unicorns.
Multi-talented young man. Thanks, Jen. Mariners looking for their first base runner since the 4th inning home run by Teo. So Bryce Miller allows 3 hits. He joins Eduardo Rodriguez in 2015, Jeremy Hellickson in 2010, Taylor Buchholz in 06, and Mike Hartley in 90 is the only pitchers to allow 3 or fewer hits with 6 or more innings pitched in each of his first 3 big league starts.
It's pretty phenomenal, and that's, again, another start today with just 3 or fewer base runners. Just the 3 today.
JP fouls one out, 3-2.
In his 7 innings of work. And
Miller retired at one point 16 consecutive hitters, finished 19 of his last 20, and he retired. 3-2 to JP, 1 out, nobody on.
wow, this pitch way inside on JP. I don't know how he got the barrel to it, but he hit it hard. Pulled it foul.
Thankfully, nobody got hurt down there. Young lady caught it off her hand. And a breaking ball, and he knew it. Take a look at these numbers. A lot to like there.
Yeah, 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs, no walks.
Yeah.
Only 3 strikeouts, a lot of contact today, but I think that's because we saw a lot more breaking pitches from Bryce today.
A.J. Hinch making a pitching change. Will bring a right-hander in to face Ty France. Mariners lead at 3-0. Mariners value games versus the A's. Scan the QR code on your screen right now for tickets. As low as $10 for bleachers and view, $20 for main, or $30 for Terrace Club. Again, just scan the QR code on the screen to secure your seats. Oh, were that easy when I was a kid. Hey, Dad. No, can't do it. Not that weekend. Here's Will Vest. Time Mariner. Will pitched scoreless inning last night. 2 fly balls to center and a ground out.
Mid-90s fastball, slider, occasional changeup.
Up the middle, into center field, a base hit for Ty France. The Ty France 9-game hitting streak. Got his 40th hit. Team leader in that category. Two outs, base runner for Jared Kelenic. Vest's got a good fastball. I got a feeling, though, he's not going to see any good fastballs to hit. See if he can jump on a break ball.
That's a changeup there, and after Faedo gave up the home run on that fastball up and in, he gave Jared a steady diet of off speed. Looks like Vest is following suit.
2-1. Two out and a man on. Time granted. Boy, Riley Green is really shading towards left center. And Baez playing up the middle. Shortstop.
Well, that was a timeout call on Jared's part. Not sure what the conversation is about down there, but it seemed like everything was up to board.
Yeah, I heard Jared say thank you, so everything was definitely cool. Todd Titchener, the home plate umpire. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kelenic homered in the 3rd on a 1-2 pitch. It's 2-2 here, 2 out, man aboard. And he did get after him with a fastball and beat him with it. Mariners leave a runner. We go bottom 8. It's all Mariners right now, 3-0. Only in his 3rd start. Man, has he been good.
He really has been very, very good. And today it was a little bit different than his first 2 starts. A lot more off speed today. A couple of hits early on the fastball. They went more off speed. but still the same results. Big hugs and big handshakes from his teammates.
Look at the first 3 starts here. Economical, too.
Yeah, 7 innings today with just 82 pitches.
7 hits, 1 run, and 3 starts. A big shout out to Mariners scout Derek Miller, who signed Bryce Miller. Way to go, Derek. Give that man a bonus. Fly ball left field for Trammell off the bat of Baddoo. 1 out. Justin Topa has been outstanding as well.
See his numbers on the season. 18th appearance, 1.13 ERA, 16 innings, 14 strikeouts, 6 walks. Justin has been very, very good. Come at you with a lot of different weapons, but his two-seam is really the main weapon. There it was right there. It's got great movement.
Eric Haas, the catcher, 0 for 2. 1 out, nobody on. Seattle's bullpen, best in baseball in ERA, entering today, Dan, at 2.77. No other team has an ERA below 3.04.
It's a tight group down there too, Dave. They really push each other. It's a great dynamic down there in the bullpen, and shout out to Stephen Vogt as well. First year coach after coming off being a player, getting a chance to be the bullpen coach down there, and he's done an outstanding job with them out there as well.
Just retired, still knows the league.
Yes.
Great communicator, former catcher.
Well, you know, I was waiting for you to make that point, Dave.
How about Topa getting a strikeout? 2 down.
Well, that two-seamer opens up the outside part of the plate for this nice tight slider. And what a pitch.
What a good pitch, running that on the inside corner for a strike. He's ahead 0-2.
Wow, really good slider today. Really nice and tight, sharp and late.
You and I were talking about this before last week about these guys work quickly, they throw strikes, and the numbers bear it out. The effectiveness. The 0-2. Strike 3 called. Justin Topa just comes in, mows him down. That's 22 of the last 23 retired by Mariner pitching. 3-0 Seattle. Root Sports looking for the ultimate fan in the state of Alaska throughout the month of May. Make sure you send that photo and story at rootsports.com/ultimate-fan. You could win a VIP trip for Fan Appreciation Night. Official rules, visit rootsports.com. Here's Julio. Will Best continues on. Julio, Gino, and Cal, 4, 5, and 6. Look out. Luis Castillo behind the screen, giving it to Julio. The other way. Let's go. Ball and 2 strikes. Julio 0 for 3, coming off a sparkling night last evening. 3 for 5. 4 runs batted in, a 2-run homer, scored twice. Today batting in the 4 spot. Batted 3rd last night, a couple of nights ago, batted 6th. 1-2.
Will Vest set a pretty good slider today. Missed with that fastball up top.
2-2 for Vest. Would not chase. Paul Sewald starting to heat up in the Mariner pen. 9 for 9 save ops for him. 3-2 pitch.
Well, Vest stayed with a fastball there. Thought he might go to the slider 3-2 after a couple of fastballs, but Julio able to follow that fastball off. Let's see if he stays with it or goes to the slider.
Heck of a walk by Julio. The offense, that's been enough. JK going deep. 2 out, man aboard, 3rd inning on a 1-2 pitch, and then Teo on an 0-2 pitch. Nobody on, 2 out in the 4th.
Yeah, great look there from McDelivery Supermo.
Kelenich's 8th home run, Teo's 8th home run, tied for the team lead. Here's Gino, 0 for 3 today. Here's the 1-0. Hit to right field. Barely giving chase. Well out of play. Tigers will have the top of their order coming up. The bottom of the 9th. McKinstry, Green, and Baez. One. I don't think Gino's going to be able to pull Will Vest because Riley Green has parked himself about 7 or 8 steps to the right of second base out in center field. Huge gap between left fielder and the center fielder. 1-2. Julio got caught in between.
He might be in about the bag.
He does. Wow, what a break. He is lucky. That was poorly played by Detroit. Mariners will take that break.
Yeah, the mistake here is the first baseman's got to keep him in the rundown. He's got to run back even further. He gets rid of the ball too quickly, and neither Vest nor the catcher is able to get back there in time to cover.
Spencer Torkelson, the first baseman. Vest showing some great athleticism, not to step on, spike, or trip on Julio. 1-2 strikes. Two and two.
Gino doing a nice job laying off that slider. Vest looking for that rollover ground ball here for the double play, and Gino said not on that one.
Right side of the infield wide open as well. Pulled it foul. Mariners trying to get over 500, beyond the 500 mark for the first time since they went 1-0 in the opener at home against Cleveland. 4th time they've been at 500. 1-1, 17-17, 18-18, and now 19-19. The 2-2, Julio breaks, pitch. And Julio slides in hard and safe. Julio with his 7th bag of the season, 7 out of 11.
Well, times him up pretty well. It's a really tough pitch for Haas to throw on, but he gets off a really strong throw. But really nothing he can do. Good jump by Julio. That pitch down and away.
And the backhanded. That is a foul ball. It's a tribute to Haas to have made a good throw even though it was late. I mean, the backhand come back across his body. Pretty good work.
Yeah, Haas 1 for 7 now, throwing runners out.
Green is center fielder is really favoring right center field. Gino's going to take his bag. Mariners have something brewing here in the 9th. Series wraps tomorrow. Sunday afternoon action. Logan Gilbert having a fine year. Look at that, 50 strikeouts to 8 walks. Goes against Joey Wentz. AJ Hinch going to make a pitching change with Cal Raleigh switch hitter coming up. And we return after this. King Felix Hernandez made his big league debut in this ballpark August 4 of 05. 5 innings against the Tigers, struck out 4, 1 earning. Wiki Gonzalez was the catcher in Felix's first start. Celebrate Felix's career in August when he's inducted to the Mariners Hall of Fame. And then today, another rookie just lit up the board. Big numbers. The secondary pitch was fantastic. He featured the fastball in his first couple of starts, but the secondary stuff was outstanding as well today.
Yeah, and you see that reflected in the flyouts. He had them out front just a little bit today. 11 flyouts, 5 groundouts, and that's a good indication that that off-speed stuff was working well.
New pitcher, Jason Shreve, 10-year veteran with his 6th team. His first year with Detroit was with the Mets last year. Cal Raleigh, the hitter. Cal with a high fly ball down the left field line. It's going to get foul.
Shreve with a split finger pitch.
So we mentioned Felix and Miller together. Look at that. The second Mariner pitcher, sub-1 ERA, 0.47 through his first 3 starts, joining the King, Felix Hernandez. That 0.86 is impressive, but 0.47 is better, eh?
I would say.
Man, that's some good stuff. Both guys getting starts here in this ballpark. 1-1 the count.
You saw that split finger right there to Cal. AJ Hinch thinking maybe ground ball to help him get out of this inning.
Nobody out, 2 on. Pulled foul. Cal today walked, couple of strikeouts, over 2. One-two pitch. Julio dancing way off the bag.
He thought about stealing third right there and got a pretty good jump, but just kind of held back. It's tough to know if that pitcher will step off on you like he did at first base. Just got to throw over.
2-2 to Cal. Doing a good job fighting off pitches. Wants to put something in play hard.
Spoiled a pretty good fastball down and away there. Really well located.
Two pitch.
Good job to lay off that split finger down below the zone. That's where Shreve wants him to swing at it.
Cal would love his 5th hit of the month right here. Your insurance tallies on the board. High fly ball. Got a little bit of carry on the track is Badu. He makes the catch. Julio tags. He's in the third, standing up. Gino standing up at second on the tag-ups. It's a productive out for Cali. Hit it deep and just missed a home run. Sets up nicely for Teoscar Hernandez with 1 out, runners at second and third.
Well, it's a breaking ball. Cal stays on it just underneath it, just a little bit too much. Otherwise, this ball's out of the ballpark. But a good job of base running by Julio. We talked about the big outfield and that left fielder up against the fence. That's a long throw to third base, and then heads up on Gino's part to kind of tag up and follow
There you
up.
go, through the hole. Pass Baez. Scoring is Julio. Teo with another RBI today. Good for him. 2 today. Gives him 19 on the season. Mariners have a 4-0 lead. How about that?
Well, it's that splitter, middle of the plate. It's a mistake, and Teo makes him pay. Another run for the Mariners, and this is a good sign too, Dave. We talked about it last night, trying to add on late. And Mariners doing a good job of it. Last night they added on the 2-run homer by Julio, and today tack on a couple here maybe in the 9th.
There's A.J. Pollock pinch hitting for Trammell. Stay on in left field. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Now, last night we saw some breakouts, Dan. We saw Julio had the biggest breakout. Teo got a base hit. Suarez got a base hit. Gino ended, at one point an 0 for 13 with a base knock. 2-0. Gets away. Here comes Gino. He's going to score standing up. Teo moves to second base. The Mariner lead at 5-0. A wild pitch.
Well, this splitter, it's a tough one, and with runners on base, when there's a mistake with it, it can cost you, and it costs them right here. Haas not able to handle it behind the plate.
Pollock's got a 3-0 count. A lot of folks making their way towards the exits. 3-1. $23,511 on hand here. 3-1 pitch. Giving the ground to Banez. Long throw over for the out. Hernandez moves up to third base with 2 outs. Twitter Tuesday is on Root Sports. Make sure you join us every Tuesday during the Mariners broadcast. You get 5 chances to win exciting prizes just by playing trivia with us throughout the ball game. Giveaway rules, visit us at rootsports.com. Colton Wong. Got a runner out there, 5-0 Mariners. Strike one. Colton 0 for 3 today. Strikeout, fly out, and a ground out. Paul Sewald has sat down at Spire, Gabe Spire, and Matt Brash heating up.
Well, I think that's the benefit, Dave, of adding on a couple runs late in the game. You take it from a save situation to a non-save situation, so you don't want to waste Paul Sewald with a day game tomorrow. So it allows Scott Service to make a change down there in the bullpen. He's got Spire and Brash loose.
Two and two. Couple of walks got this thing started. Top 9. They've both scored.
A couple of good ABs too from Julio and Gino. They 2 strike counts, worked their walk, end up coming around to score.
Wong goes down swinging. That'll do it for the Mariners, but the lead has been expanded. It's 5-0 Mariners. Nothing Mariners. Man, that's a lot of beef out there. We're not even Kansas City.
It's making me hungry, Dave.
Deacon Plumbing called to the pen. Mr. Matt Brash for the 9th inning.
He has been spectacular this year. And look at his numbers. 21st appearance on the season. 16 2/3 innings. 33 strikeouts over the course of that, and only 6 walks. Matty has thrown the ball well. He'll face the top of the Tigers order.
Bryce Miller in line to win his 2nd ball game. Mariner pitching today has been outstanding. They've retired 22 of the last 23 batters. Justin Topa was nails in the 8th inning. Fly out, 2 strikeouts. Brash first pitch strike to Zach McKinstry, the leadoff man.
Well, EQC Tracer shows that pitch just above the zone. Nice job by Cal. Get that pitch. Doesn't get that slider, but was able to get that first one.
Top of the order, McKinstry, Green, and Baez. Two and one. Center field hit well, but right at Julio. One out. Busy day for Julio, his 6th put out. Here's Riley Green. He got the first Tigers hit. That was a double to right center field back in the first inning. Since then, he's flied to Julio and lined out to right field where Kelnick is. Pollock has stayed in the game. He's in left field. Pulled foul, 1-1.
98 on that fastball. Matt's got a good one today.
Seattle Mariner best bullpen in baseball starting today at 2.77 ERA, and Brash ahead here, 1-2. Down goes Green.
That is such a devastating slider. 98 miles an hour on the fastball. Then he throws a slider at the top of the zone, and then he just paints the inside corner, maybe even a little off. And that is just a tough at bat for Riley Green.
No doubt. No chance. Grab some bench. 2 outs. Here's Baez. Starting him off with the fastball. He's got to be sick of seeing breaking balls pitched in these ABs.
Yeah, we saw him handle that 97 inside. That one right there, 98 at the bottom. He took it.
Colton Wong. Mariners win this ball game 5-0. They get beyond the 500 mark at 20-19 as Bryce Miller picks up a win. He's 2-0, and the bullpen was stellar, and they got just enough hitting, and the defense was outstanding.
Yeah, another shutout for the Mariners, and just pitching, Dave. What a great performance by Bryce Miller, breaking out a lot of off speed today, which you gotta love to see, and then turning it over to the bullpen for the 8th and 9th. Justin Topa looked fantastic, had a great 2-seamer, and then of course Matt Brash closing it out. Just a great ball game all around for the Mariners. Couple of home runs, and that's all they needed.
Yes, indeed. Third time the Mariners win via shutout, and it was a beauty as they take the series. Look for a sweep tomorrow. For Dan Wilson, I'm Dave Sims. Man, this has been a lot of fun. The fun continues right now with Mariners postgame. Starts right now with Angie and Ryan.
All right, guys, thanks so much. Yeah, they did it. They got